Now, industrial location. How is the industrial location fixed? Most of the times, we generally don't find a common scenario where you find a place which is satisfying all the requirements of a place to set up an industry. There are different natures. So it's a very difficult point to answer where is exactly the industrial point of location happens. Sometimes it is complex in nature, but most commonly factors which contribute for the location of industry are: first one, the raw materials, the availability of the raw materials in a huge amount or at very less cost. Either it should be available at very huge amount or it should be available at very less cost at that particular location. These two would be the determining factors in regards to raw material. Then available of land should be available for the construction of the industry, and we need labor to work, the skilled labor and the unskilled labor. Both categories of labor are required to work at very less cost or at the affordable cost of the organization. Then we need capital amount of investment to do that one. So when we talk about the capital amount of investment, most of the people do not like to purchase huge amount of land with huge amount of profits or like cash. Like when we talk about a place which is very costly, there we can't establish an industry. You need to buy a land at very less cost with the fixed capital, with a low amount of capital available. Then we need to have power, electricity. We need to have huge amount of electricity available in that particular region so that you can run your industry without any disturbance. If you don't have electricity available for us, that will automatically result in the production, and in the lower production of the industry will on a long run resulting in the stock out of the industry. So it is very important to have power. And from there, how far is the market? What is the transportation possibility? How can we transport our products? And how far is the market? Do we have the market close by or do we have the market far away? These all factors will be the important factors, will determine some extent of where a factory can be established. These are the main determinants. These you may get a doubt. Does all the industries, all the factories do really follow all these? When we have all these requirements or determinants at a particular place only, then an industry will be established? No. It is very rarely found that all these factors are found at a same place. You generally don't find raw materials available where a place is at very less cost, where the labor is available there. You may have capital everywhere. You can carry cash. But you don't find a land available everywhere wherever you need. You may get raw materials. Then you may get power. You may not get market for your product. So it's very rare combination to have all the key factors at your level of cost or very closely available to you. So what is the other major determinant that will get a factory to be located at a place or an industry to located at that particular place? The simple logic is low cost. Yes, you may not get the raw material available to you, land may not be fixed at that place, labor may not be available there, skilled and unskilled, capital will be there with you, power and market. But if you can get all the raw materials, land, labor, power and market at very less cost, that would definitely give you a reason to establish your factory and industry there. And then now once the industry is established there, automatically the activity of movement will be generating there. People start to come and work there and move aside. When people are migrating and moving from one region to another region, automatically, slowly, the small shops will emerge. Once the small shops will emerge, later a group of families started to come and stay there. When group of families will start to come and stay there, a small society will start to emerge there. When small society will start to emerge, the connectivity from the nearby city to that particular place will establish a transport system there. Once the transport is established, people will start to establish their marketing facilities, then they will have their own shoppings, everything, hospitality, everything will develop there. So once a industry is established, they automatically get the urbanization facilities flowing into that particular region. So this flowing of the region may sometimes be happening in the vice versa also. Till now we discussed about the situation where an industry has been established, urbanization started to step into that place. Urbanization started to move into inside to the industrialization place. But most of the times industries would like to prefer to move into where urbanization is happening, or to try to get the more benefits because of the urbanization happened for the city. This accommodating the facilities of urbanization to betterment their industry or their factory is called agglomeration. In order to get your industry more clicked or more famous, if you establish an industry in a nearby city where this land, labor, power and this marketing are available for you, then automatically that system of establishing an industry in the nearby city or where urbanization is happening is called agglomeration. This agglomeration is simple, combination of urban facilities and industries together. So pre-independence period, does these people all follow the same rules and regulations what we discussed just now as the basic tenets or the main tenets to establish an industry? No, they have followed the different strategy because during that period we are under the colonial rule. So in order to export their products into the nearby countries or their own country, they prefer to establish the places, industries at the places like Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai. Though here we have availability of raw material and the other products, but here their prime location was, these all are the port regions where transportation is very easy from the port areas to their motherlands from which we are ruled by. So they have established this one. It's not only that they have established in Mumbai, Kolkata or Chennai, they have also established at the places which are interiorly and truly agricultural places. In interior hinterland places like Ahmedabad or in West Bengal, Hooghly region, where we have the agricultural hinterland where the raw material is available in bulk at very less cost, and they improved the transportation facilities. So there are various strategies to establish any factory at any location. But the final reason to establish any factory or the key reason to establish any factory is least cost, low cost, affordable cost. Whatever it may be, cost is a final word which will bring a factory to a particular place. So now let us have a brief recap. What are the major criteria that are required to establish a factory or an industry? The raw materials should be available for them at very less cost. The land should be at the affordable cost. The labor, skilled and the unskilled labor should be available. Capital, huge deposit should be present with us. Power, electricity should be available. Marketing places should be available for them. All these together getting at a single stroke is an impossible task or very rare combination which we generally don't acquire at any place. Even though you don't get all these things at a single stroke, if there is a possibility to purchase all these things at a very low cost, that would be a very key reason to have the urbanization happening or to have the industrialization happening there. And along with once the industry is set up, that would automatically leads to the growth and flow of the urbanization towards that particular city. Urbanization means establishing of the roads, establishing of the hospitality, establishing of the facilities of good transport, good health conditions, and all these things would definitely change the structure of the particular place where we are staying. And then sometimes industries would like to get benefits by having the urbanization facility nearby to that industry so that people can come very close to them at very affordable cost. And the agglomeration is called the meaning urbanization facilities plus industries together, where it gives a boom to have larger agglomeration. And in the pre-independence period also, people have preferred to have their locations near Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai, where though they are not the places or hubs of very low cost, but they have been places of shore regions where they can move their products outside of the country with very easy efforts. It's not only that they have established there, they have established also at various other places like agricultural hinterlands where the product is available at very less cost. So it's not very easy to determine what is the actual factor that can bring the factories to our location. It is only the key factor which can bring is least cost or the low cost affordable by the company to establish their own industry. So the main key factor which can establish an industry at any place is least cost or low cost.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.